Hello traders, welcome to Monday, September 16, post-session review. We had a winning day today. Just wanted to bring the P&L here for the transparency. We had 245 here, 245 on the account. The account balance is up to 29.24.27. The spreadsheet here is 29.24.27, so we're penny for penny matched up. Okay, the mustard seed account is somebody on the thread very cleverly pointed out. Good analogy there. So let's get rid of the fibs here and let's go over the trades. Overall, the day was pretty rangy, but aside from that, it was fairly slightly bullish, making a very weak new structure high here, then again, and then again, which made this the main swing. Okay, so after the market opened, it started coming down here. Overall, don't get me wrong, I saw the sellers absorbing every chance they got on the swings and defending their levels pretty intensely, and overall imbalance favoring them. But again, one of the things that I always tell you guys is that we're not here to try to predict which expectation is going to fail. We're just here to take the trades that fit our trade plan as best we can and let the expectancy sort things out. Okay, so as price went ahead and made a new structural high here, increased projection and slight momentum here in this last part of the swing here, because the main swing is from here to here. I was looking for longs, and as the market started coming down here and pushed down to these lows here, I didn't get a rotation here, so I didn't get long here. Let's go zoom in a little so we can see. I did not get the rotation here. As you can see, this candle is pretty big. The buyers were defending this territory down here, and then the market came back up and then pushed down. Then I got a pretty quick response here, so I entered the trade a little early, not because I wanted to, but because somehow my finger just I was hovering over the buy button and it bought. I was happy to get in anyway, because I wanted to get in the trade. So I got in, and the market initially gave me a little bit of problems, but then we pushed past these areas, and when we got to this area here, I got to a break even. Now I know that I tell you guys that at the test of high or low, that's a break even point, but one of the things that I've also said very much so is you need to protect where the strongest structure is, and you hear me say a lot of times, do have room to protect. Okay, room to protect doesn't always mean that my break-even point is up here. If we scrunch the chart a little bit down, we see that the strongest area here is this. Look what price did from this level here. Look, every time price got into this level, the sellers were eager and willing to defend. Okay, and as price broke out to make the new structure high, we came back to this area. Guess what happened? The sellers started defending again. So once price got back above this area, I felt confident that I needed to protect my trade in case price was going to interact here again, and the buyers did not rally from this area here that now they needed to protect, that I would want to be protected myself. Okay, so I went to a break-even +5. Okay, and sure enough, price came back down. The only sucky part is that I was up 50 points here, and I gave all that back. I'm not upset about that too much, other than it sucks to give money back, but rules are rules, and by having that conviction and that belief system in your trade plan to know that things like this can happen and it's okay, allows you the opportunity to follow your rules and not let things like that affect your trading in a negative way. Okay, so then as price came back, this happened very, very quickly here. And price did not initially make a new structure low, but this happened so fast, and I got such a fast absorption and rejection of this area that I felt good about getting aggressive there, just purely from the risk reward standpoint. And by the time I pressed the trigger, 3 more candles had printed, and I got filled here, which sucked. But nonetheless, if you look left, this is the area that the buyers defended. But sure enough, the sellers kept chewing away. And then price came back, and unfortunately, if we look here, you can see where my entry was. You can see this was my entry. You can see that my goal was to rescue this trade. However, I did not get a candle to close above my entry to make my rescue mission rules into effect, and I was never able to trail, and then I got taken out. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 candles that interacted with my entry and did not give me a positive close to implement that rule. You know, was challenging, and it almost looked like it was a like death by 1,000 razor blades situation. Nonetheless, I got taken out here for 26 points. So in all, giving back those 5, I was down for the day 21 points, and I was down $110. And then I knew I wanted to get short because the expectation I failed, and now we're looking for a new structure low. So as the market came back up into this area here, this is the area that I was looking for, but as you can see, I didn't get a rotation here. This came close. This was too late here, so I did not want to chase this candle here, as that's not what I like to do. Plus my risk was all the way up there. So as the market came back down here and the buyers felt the need to defend this little area here, which they did nicely, but once price got back to this area here, the sellers just said no, it's done. And upon that rotation, I got short, and then the market started playing around with me a little bit around here and then around here. So once we make that new structure low, I drew the fib out of the swing here, and that's where you saw when you guys saw me lock in some profit was above 38%, because I can always get taken out, you know, capture those points and then re-enter again. Okay, but the market did cooperate, and as the market came back down here, you can see it was 12 o'clock. I had some errands to run, so I decided to trail aggressively. This little move here happened on some volatility too, so I really didn't get a chance to like trail on the exact decision candle, but I did lock in enough to give me an opportunity to get out of this. Now the main swing was I believe those are the extensions. The main swing was this here. Okay, so that 127 was slightly short, but on this other swing that we have here, clear low, clear high, price did interact with that 27. So I did want to, because of that, because of the time and what I had to go do, as you can see, price did interact with that 127 of this clear swing here, and then price found some support down there. There's also some structure to the left. I'll show you what that looks like here. You can see that we did have some buyers come in at that level, you know. So I wanted to get aggressive since it was quitting time and I had to be out. I didn't want to leave the trade open when I was up 70 some points, 80 some points down here, and you know, so I got aggressive on that. So a little cheating, but based on technicals, and then I was able to get out. So overall, you know, I ended up with let's see, $245 divided by 5 equals 49 points. So I took a 49 point gain for the day, which was nice. And that's about it, guys. That's about it on the order flow. We knew that the market imbalance favored the sellers, and whenever volatility came in, we saw that it favored the sellers. So it was good on that. And although the initial expectation or the initial trading day had us looking for longs, we were able to see that imbalance favored the sellers. We were able to see the sellers taking back every swing that the buyers put in. We can see it here, here, here. All those things don't allow the buyers to accumulate or to absorb the area as a whole, making it very difficult for the buyers to move price. But we had an expectation, you know, and the good thing about this expectation, the risk reward was phenomenal, and it was worth the risk, you know, because that is the expectation. That's what we're here to capture. Nonetheless, the first trade did offer a possibility of 50 points, but did not trigger a any kind of trailing strategy. In fact, it made me get to a break even sooner because of all of the technicals that I saw. Always remember that, you know, double break even point doesn't always have to be the clear high, clear low. If there are clear signs like this, that this is a selling zone, and price interacts with that, and you have room to protect your trade, it's you can always get back in. Okay, give yourself, you know, 5 points or something along those lines, so that you don't, you know, so that if you do end up with 3 break evens or 5 break evens for the day, when opportunity and the swings are large, locking in 5 points at a time gives you a net gain of about 15 to 20 points, which is not bad to put some money in your pocket. All right. Well, that's about it, guys. A short one, but a sweet one. And again, we're starting to see that we're starting to string a little more winners here, and that the winning trades outweigh the losing ones. So risk reward is really doing its job nicely here. We're starting to get back in better territory here. I anticipate us being able to continue to trade well because we're going to follow our trade plan, and we're going to allow the trade management to keep growing the account. Our focus is to grow the account, and it's always to grow the account no matter where it's at, right? That's part of that mastery process. And that's about it. I hope you guys enjoyed the 3 pillars. This week I'm going to start working on those 3 extra videos, isolating each one of those pillars and going into detail on each one of those, which is the trading strategy, the money management, and the trading state. So that's it, guys. Happy trading, and we'll do it again tomorrow.